Hey guys, we're back. I have no audio. Do you guys have audio? I cannot tell if there's just no audio or if it's me. Hang on, I'll go in. Yeah, it's broken. Beautiful. Okay, give me a second. Where I set this? Yes, I did. Apparently, I closed voice meter. I'm sorry. That's my bad. That would be why there was no audio. There we go. Okay. So, what were we... Oh, I was gonna go get the dice. And I can go talk to this guy. But it has to be after 2100. I want to try talking to him now that What's-His-Face is back as well. Okay. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do, is we're gonna go get the dice. We are going to go talk to this guy, and then we're gonna go try talking to him. Here first. I don't know if the dice are actually gonna be useful or not, but... Holy crud, it's dark in here. Where's the flashlight? Oh, wait. Is this Emma's atelier? There. Oh, hang on. Sorry about that, guys. It was the vet calling just to check up on Comet. That vet is amazing. So Comet's doing great. His eye seems to be completely better now. If anything, it's probably just scarring this hair that's never gonna go away. But I also asked him a few questions just because Penguin's having a really hard time keeping weight on. She's down to like only 6 pounds right now. So we're I've looked up some things that we can do to try and help her get some weight back on. But once I can get together some money for blood work, we're probably going to have to take her in. Which, hopefully by early next week, I will have what I need to be able to get a bank account and then start trying to earn some money stateside. I mean, I've got my work permit. I could go get an actual job, but I'm thinking of just trying some online stuff first. Get a little more consistent income than I'm getting through here, but... But, so, he actually told me how much he would probably charge to get that work done, the blood work done, so I know how much I need to save up, which is great.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye?
Yeah, the one that I ordered.
Very good. That will be 7 real for 1 custom dye.
Sure.
1 universal dye for Wirral Untethered.
It feels icy. Just holding this dye in your hand sends a jolt of cold down your spine. Through the dark resin, you can make out a nugget of bone hewn from an alligator's jaw.
Okay, cool. Oh, so I can actually do checks with them? I mean, I'm not seeing anything spectacular at the moment, so... Okay, so let's try here.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Okay, so I can't even do this yet. It's like I'm not even gonna be able to put points in there. Unless I can somehow get another point for that. I guess we'll go over to the new area then. Because we need to wait till the evening to go talk to the dude. Video relay. Up here. No entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star. I'm trying to kind of explore methodically. The man has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. Wings missing. Glory to the ghosts of us. Someone has left their music collection beneath the tarp. I can buy a, I can buy one if something that can listen to this.
There's no way to listen to the tape without a working tape player or portal-reel at hand. A pawn shop would have a tape player.
Yeah. Breaking ahead, a broken axle grinding. There's something over here, I think. Yeah, there we go. I had decades old concrete defenses, children play on them now. A breaker box, a car, the radio pylon above. Maybe there's something inside. Money. I like how we're just taking the money that people have left and probably stashing it all around.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half-submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
This is where the tracks in the plaza were leading to.
It appears to be so.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
Turn your hand over
The
the
motor
cold metal.
carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched.
Okay. And what's the make?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
I see a fish. How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on
I
Sunday
think that's
evening.
roughly when the murder occurred, isn't it? What should we
Let's
do?
wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Okay.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket.
How long will it take for low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Sit on the swing and wait.
As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so.
I kind of really want to swing on a swing. Kind of must take me to a swing.
Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold on, it looks very blue.
Yes, it does.
What's your favorite blue thing?
Let me think about it.
Okay. Whistle!
The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic trill. Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and a sunken car. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Why can't I go look at other shit while this is happening? Was your dad also...
My dad and mom are both half Seolite.
I don't know who my mom or my dad
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Man, this is taking a
The
long
world
time.
turns as fast as it wants.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
You make it the mark.
Detective,
Marquis.
I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Coupris, Model 40.
Well,
Yes. Why haven't you?
that's a good question.
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people, you know, those kinds of people. Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
I hate guessing. District something, a precinct something, municipal.
A precinct, yes. A police precinct.
Oh god, it's my
1841,
car.
Your precinct.
Is my badge in the car?
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible
Found my
feeling
car.
comes over you. No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
I mean, I don't think it matters if we try to get that thing out. Oh, I'm just gonna say at least I can see what's in there, because, I mean... Well, the badge, the gun, and now this.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything.
Let's see what's in there. I'm hoping for my badge.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
Kingdom of Conscience. The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy.
Okay, my learning cap for volition is raised a ton. That's not what I need, though. I need authority. But it's better than nothing. It's actually not bad. Yes, my badge! I found my badge! I hope that's my badge anyways.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
Yay! I found my badge!
At least something good came out of all this.
Study the badge.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Oh, look at the
The
photo.
man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
He's winking. Bye.
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
A name.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Everard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
What kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary.
Okay.
The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
Harrier Dubois it is then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is that?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work.
And double
I am a lieutenant. The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter. There are many
So we
reasons
must have
one
been
would do
really
this.
good at what
The
we
rank
did
above you in your
before.
precinct's décomptage might be
What
taken.
happened then?
Or
that
sometimes
caused our
promoted
life to
officers do
tank?
not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant. Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens militia. It means counting down to twos.
Okay.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically
Hey, Tooch,
except
we went
for
out
a
with the
few
boss's wife. Things happen. I mean, that could be taken so many ways.
Kings like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I
Yeah?
already explained.
Try and get comfy. Okay. Probably gonna be a lot more comfy without your soother like in your ear. Okay, Ah. How are you doing now, Tooch? Oh, I'm gonna get a good stretch of myself right now. There we go. Oh, and I see somebody followed me. I'm sorry if I missed notifications. I don't have the audio from my stream PC going through to my gaming PC right now just because I'm not using my headset. Because I need to make sure I can hear baby if something happens. I need to figure out an alternative to that, but... Because I'm hoping to have either my ITIN or apparently I might already qualify for a social by early next week. So I have some ideas for possibly maybe trying to get some money. So... I mean, I have my work permit. I don't want to be working outside yet. So, surviving a long, boring day. I don't know where I was before I started streaming. For like the first... Probably like the first 4 or 5 weeks. I was essentially just stuck upstairs in bed. Mostly because I wasn't supposed to do stairs a lot, so...
The long and
That
short of it
was...
is, you're his
I pretty much
superior.
just slept, watched TV, and fed the baby. And that was pretty much my life for 5 weeks. So... Thanks for explaining all of this. Don't mention it.
My pleasure.
Turn back to the
Such a
documents.
small yet precious
Serial
thing.
number.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers.
I'm looking
thrown in
forward to
there
doing
for good
more
measure.
3D though. I need to work on my Phoenix kitten.
The numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose, one that's unfortunately been erased from your memory.
Date of issue.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter.
Okay, so 4 months ago, as recent as 4 months ago, we probably weren't a deadbeat. So what happened in 4 months?
A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes.
He's trying to get his thumb in his mouth, but he can't quite figure out that he's gonna turn his hand to do it. So he's got his like thumb pointed up towards his nose and he's rubbing it against his lips, trying to figure out why it's not going in. I'm gonna help him before he starts to cry. Thanks.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is... It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
Okay, so we were doing freaking badass in probably the hardest precinct, and then something happened in the last 4 months to cause us to, like, just completely tune out.
But then again, it's a legendary
I'm still wondering if we're
district,
even,
and
like,
a hell of a
alive.
station too. It must be
Now I'm
an
starting to
honor
wonder
and
if we're
a
actually
curse
dead.
to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
I had somebody actually say that if I'm enjoying the detective work in this, I should play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney and Murdered Soul Suspect. And I just happen to have both of those games, so...
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. He knew all those people, although they're not from his station. They must be big. And you? Is it an honor to work with you? Don't ask him, ask yourself. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Okay, put the badge away. Okay. Bottle drained of all its booze is frozen to the ice. Footprints leading away from the accident. Can you bring me some cookies? That's fine, just when you're done. When you come back in. We have cookies. He's sort of learning. He was trying to get his thumb in his mouth, but he doesn't know he's gonna turn it yet. So he's just like trying to figure out why it wasn't going in. I gotta say, I never thought I would want to be a mom. And it's kind of scary that it happened. Just because Miwaks are not exactly the most adult people, but it's working. Can I look in the window before I push the door? Dusty shelves and a forgotten chair. Cold breeze is enough to make the wall planks creak. A bow tie. You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room. Can I wear the bow tie? I'm so gonna wear the bow tie. There we go. Classy. Military boots. Disco bell bottoms. um, like smoker gloves, a crisp white linen shirt, a police jacket, and a bow tie and sunglasses.
Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position.
Wait, what would I be doing under there?
I don't know. Sleeping? What do people do under boats? This is merely a measurement from your visual cortex. Do with it what you want.
Great news, I found somewhere new to sleep. Or I can discard the thought.
Huh?
Found somewhere to sleep. Under this boat. It'll be free.
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment, officer. I understand the situation looks grim, but we must continue with our investigation.
You have a home somewhere. All cops do. When this is done, you can return.
I wonder if I can sleep there. Okay, so there's people in the north. Makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass.
Okay. Oh, we found people. The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. Oh, I found pants. What does that do to this? I can't tell if it did anything. I'll leave them for now. The other ones weren't great anyways.
These are some wonderfully regular pants.
Oh, here we go.
Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular, normal things.
I know you do.
It'd be fun to
These
replay this again, though, at
pants
some
are
point.
like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you.
Oh,
like
the
this.
person that followed
That's for
me.
sure.
DM'd me. Hang on. Yeah, my bet is it's probably bot or somebody trying to sell graphics or something.
You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal. even if you didn't want to be.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't look like anything changed there. Gotta love it. I just, like, they just sent me a DM saying, like, hi, how is streaming? And they sent it twice. Or, hello there. Smiley face, how is streaming? Smiley face with hearts. So it could also be, like, a catfish bot type thing. Who knows? White curtains have been drawn shut, no looking in. Take the money. You can't see into the house from this angle. Then why show me the window? Locked. Don't even bother with DMs unless I know the person. Well, and I have like a specific, like I don't deal in DMs unless, it's like business related or it's, you know, somebody that I consider a friend or at least like an extreme regular. And that's just because I've had people get the wrong impression before. So it's like, especially as like a woman, it's like people think that like, oh, I'm being talked to, that means I can get some. It's like, no, I'm just polite and extremely socially inept. No, I'm also married with a kid, so I mean, it's like, what was that? I had one guy at one point who was, like, it was after this one specific interaction I had where like I made that like extremely strict, and it was this guy was messaging me, and at first it was kind of about streaming, so I was like, okay, and then like asking for like advice and all that kind of stuff, and then it eventually started to get really awkward, and I think he was clearly trying to go for more. So I, you know, I said like, that's not, you know, that's not the case, you know, like I'm taken, blah blah blah. But if you still want to talk, feel free to chat in the Discord. I was like, it was another person who had like mental health stuff. I was like, if you're worried about that aspect, we're very like friendly regarding that stuff. And if anybody gives you shit, just let me know because we don't tolerate that there. And but then like I could no longer talk to him in DMs because he was clearly getting like way too attached. I don't even remember. This was like years ago now. And essentially he tried to tell me essentially that he might do things because I was no longer talking to him. And it just made me feel so guilty and so bad. So it was like after that I was like, okay, no, like just a blanket no DMs. So if somebody DMs me now, I just send a message of, sorry, I don't deal in DMs. But feel free to chat in Twitch, in the public Discord, whatever. And I go and I just do it that way, and it's just been
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot suzerainty.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Then how does she know you're here?
lean forward.
Welcome, police officer.
I'm not gonna ask how
We
she knew I
don't
was
cause
there.
any
Clearly,
trouble
she can
around
hear me.
here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Okay, we don't cause trouble. We take care of it.
Of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
I've been here before.
No, not you
Okay.
personally.
I figured she
I
meant
meant
just the police in
RCM.
general, but
Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
okay.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anybody told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of houses, or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others.
Okay.
Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
I've got a free room in the shack. How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
You're just giving it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
Okay, I'll take it.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Alright, we've got a place to sleep now.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Now I don't need to spend my money, though. I can spend it on other stuff. What's in the fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Who else lives here?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
What drunks?
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make money?
Here, for you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Okay, so I mean, there's money gonna be kind of sticking around.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes, it's not hard to find. She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
Okay.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes.
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
What else is on down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Wait, which is it? An apartments or an electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It
Okay.
used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
All right.
As I said, it's a peninsula. There's no one there, just ghosts and vagrants, and teenagers making out.
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Fritor Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Goodbye, I'm off. I don't want to have them sign because I don't want them to.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel up.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangements. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling
Okay.
rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Let's check our house. Intricate heat engine hums quietly. Floorboards creak. Old science fiction magazines.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic.
Time to shave. Get these mutton chops off.
Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves.
Leave it for now.
Thank God, I would have cut your throat.
Okay, so I need more hand-eye coordination.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it.
Okay. So he's gonna wait essentially in a hole in the wall. Big sign is illegible. Hard to see the detail. The colors all warm and welcoming are cozy though. A flower trough where nothing really grows. Maybe in spring.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You guys look
The
identical.
stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt.
You're bad with kids.
What are you, Kid Master General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
My kids take care. Okay.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Does he actually know you? Or is he just shopkeep friendly?
What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I've got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I've got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Why does bottle spirits cost 300?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. You know, it's funny, actually.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What is?
What?
Keep him talking.
You mean what? What did you think was funny earlier?
This guy.
Where did you get the spirits
Oh,
from?
this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
What?
It was. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Okay, how?
The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead
Oh
food.
god.
Quite 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7%, almost pure alcohol.
Yeah.
Snakes or intestinal worms?
Two I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Don't say it.
Can I smell it first?
Yeah, be careful. It's extremely flammable. One spark and the entire city of Revachol is wiped off the map.
Feels like someone set a mustard field ablaze right inside your nose, then
Ew.
drenched it in tear gas. Your nose is a singular source of pain, but at the same time you don't remember the last time you felt so alive. In all fairness, that might be attributed to the retrograde amnesia.
So, what's the deal, friend? Want the spirits or not?
I think it'll prove useful, yes.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Well done. You got it. That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now.
Okay, take the
Just
medicinal
make
spirit,
sure
why
to
not?
enjoy that one, friend.
If you drink this, then you'll die. That's a fact. And that's why we're going to save you from yourself.
Okay,
In
I'm
the
off.
civilized world,
Okay, so it's not something that I can drink, which means that it's probably going to be used for something.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Who was Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Okay, then.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Tell me about your friends.
Don't you fucking call her! Hear me? Abigail?
Okay, oh, I don't think we're going to get anything out of this, dude. Is this one we talked to?
the legend.
Oh, yes it is.
Hey, tequila! Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Wait, how does he know that? This guy needs to sink in the lake. This game is very dark. I don't know if have you played this, dude? This game is like dark. It is crude. The good thing I'm playing this before the kid is old enough to kind of know what's going on. Because shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, tequila sunset. How are
You've been
the,
wanting to but haven't had the time?
high concept reality-based adventures proceeding?
I mean, I'm sure that there are many, many ways to play this. I know that I'm trying to kind of bring him back to sanity, but I feel like it would be fun to do another playthrough and just pick the craziest options every time.
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang.
Don't know, people tell me I'm a cop, I'm getting used to that.
It's good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker?
Seems like Dragon Age and that you can have a bunch of branching paths, yeah.
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom's
I hear
Spiral
cookies.
Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
No, it's like that. I'm also using one. Where we can say there's a chocolate chip in it. I don't know. I have to play Dragon Age again. I don't know if I ever finished Inquisition. That's another thing that streaming has helped, is it's helped me actually finish the games that I play.
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
Mux has never finished most of what he streamed.
Please. Please don't go. Don't go.
I'm pretty sure you did, because I think you actually got through it before I did, because of the stupid, like time sync portion of it. And then I think I finished that after they had patched it to be easier and less dumb.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out.
Easy but time consuming. I think, like, story games put in stuff like that. We stopped about halfway through Shadow Wars. I got 2 TDs. They eventually patched it to like take like less than half the time or something like that. It was ridiculous. But they did eventually patch it.
So now it's a pirate's life for me.
You guys want to sign this paper?
What's it about? I'll let my hand address the situation. Maybe you've heard. I used to be a very successful businessman. I've signed more than a few lease forms or whatever the fuck they were. Anyone's got a pen? The pro's gonna do it.
I have this blue oblong pen, lend me your pen.
All right.
He signed it, idiot Doom Spiral. I need at least 2 signatures. You did have to do it to finish. Still a long grind. Yeah, I just feel like stuff like that should remain an optional endgame thing. It shouldn't be forced to play it. Like, not beyond, like, doing, like, 1 or 2. I remember I wasn't a fan of the end. Essentially, there was, like, a point of no return. And once you did it, you were screwed. And even when you finished the game, like, it completely changed how you played the game and how combat worked. And even once you finished the game, you couldn't go back to the previous method of combat. Like, skill set. Which was the part that bothered me. Because I didn't like the endgame skill set as much. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Abs. Hey, Abs.
Don't you? You cool, Abigail?
I need you to sign this document right here. It's important.
Don't call her.
Don't call Abiquow. Great job, Abs. Nailed it.
Can I have the pen back?
Don't know if I've mentioned it, but I used to be a businessman. And as a businessman, I am going to keep the pen. For my trouble.
It's not even my pen,
That
it's
was my
Kin's
favorite
pen.
thing of all the things you have. My favorite is the gun he lost.
Interfacing. Favorite thing was the pen. Hand-eye coordination, my favorite's the gun. You've done a great service.
Hey, guys. We're heroes.
About fucking time, man. I've done my duty.
Don't call Abigail.
Thank you for your services, gentlemen. Should we go and mail these? I think I saw a mailbox on the plaza.
All right.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Yeah, the person that followed and then just DM'd me immediately. It's just like, I just want to have a few words with you. It's like, no, I don't DM. Probably gonna be an artist trying to show their shit. Who lives across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware.
What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
What about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn.
I don't want to know about a dead dog.
The aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze.
I don't know if I ever finished checking over here though. What are these doing in the fish? What is it? Oh, boots. Because I can't give myself another authority. Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check the map. Let's see. Physical instrument was one that I needed to get. Yeah, I'm gonna take a retort. This person?
Hi, officer. Anything I can help you with?
Where are we?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium. The
Why?
sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
Okay, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
I'm looking for someone maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Missing cryptozoologist.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
I haven't heard of those.
Two old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Where did they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen? Well, how can I
Okay,
assist
so I'm
you
wondering
then,
if we're going to
officer?
eventually be looking for more people. Yeah, okay. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Interesting. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
I feel like asking about the bodies is a waste. Like, it seems, I feel like we should want to know about that, but I feel like it's just gonna be not too much. Whereas, who knows what we could do with the mine? Where's the mine?
Well, the RCM has to wait for another one, because some army folks
Aw.
came by, took it in the middle of the bay and blew it up. The blast was surprisingly timid for such a huge spiky thing.
Spiky must have been a naval contact mine.
Nice sword doesn't come with a story.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
The world men now.
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband?
Gone.
Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
That's healthy. Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it?
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need
God.
some action.
So that's your skiff?
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Say nothing.
She looks at the boat, dripping with slush, and nods proudly.
Have we seen you? Okay, so that's all that's there. Preceding letters read magic. Rear tire of a motor carriage of Dorrance's reads. The beams are splintered, the bridge didn't collapse, spot in the tunnel. No boat in the boathouse today. This section hasn't been used in decades. Boathouse is shallowly constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. Ancient paint is peeling.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Why this many bullet holes?
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them. A dozen at least. Their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The morning sun rises beyond the horizon, radiating the first light of the day. The order was carried out at dawn. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is it?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Wow. Look at the people against the wall.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background.
Look at the line of soldiers.
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
Look at the person standing
The
on the side.
commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Him who was in this execution.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces. It could even have been the employees of the failed R&D center down the coast, as their building was taken over by the revolutionaries.
Or maybe...
You mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Goodbye.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
I'll take a bus. Plastic. Alright guys, hold tight. I'm gonna be right back. And then we'll check out... What's this? Can I go inside? Okay, I cannot go inside. Alright guys, hold tight. I will be right back.